Hey everyone, it's Libby from Master Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. An absolute thrill to have you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies with us today. Oh, the energies are amazing. And yes, I'm back in my beautiful light corner of the lounge room, so really enjoying it. Okay, what I'm going to have a look at, I actually meant to read on this yesterday because it caught my attention, but I ran out of time. So it is regarding, because now it's all over the media and you all know about it as well, so it's probably not a bad thing. Things happen how they are meant to. Brazil. So Lula da Silva fairly and squarely won the election. Oh, sorry, the neighbour's dog's barking. Fairly and squarely won the governance election in Brazil. Bolsonaro has refused to concede. He has fled to Florida, of all places, and yesterday or the day before, about 3,000 of his ardent supporters stormed the Brazilian Capitol building, the Supreme Courthouse, and the President's abode. Bolsonaro is in Florida. I'm really interested to know if he's talking to Trump. He's in Florida. Go back to Brazil. Goodness me. He's fled. He's fled. Doesn't that speak volumes? Anyhow, off my quokka or off my bias, because I do not want to bring any biases into my readings. So he has claimed that the election was rigged. You're going to laugh at these cards that just flung out at me. Claiming that the election was rigged. However, for the whole of his tenure as president of president of Brazil, he was undermining the trust in the government. So he has said, oh, shouldn't be doing violence, but the election was rigged. Anyhow, the cards that fell out, you wouldn't believe this using my trip and wait. Moral corruption, giving and receiving help, lies and deceit. I think this sums him up perfectly. Anyhow, I'll keep shuffling. So, what I want to look at is the energies of... So I'm going to do a spiritual growth spread, and then I'll do a full Celtic on Bolsonaro himself. I'm not going to do Brazil just at the moment. I'll just see what the outcome is for Bolsonaro himself. So apparently, 3,000 stormed. It was shades of the January the 6th riot, basically. Insurrection. Wasn't even a coup attempt. You can't have a coup without the military on your side. But it was very much shades of going in, feet up on the desks, smashing the windows. It was just horrific. Okay, so Bolsonaro himself is under investigation by higher authorities. He is feeling wounded and having to retreat due to his abuse of power, his win at all cost, and this is him fleeing overseas. So that's why he's in Florida. Okay, let's have okay, thank you. Let's have a look at the future for Bolsonaro using a spiritual growth spread. The future for Bolsonaro, ex-president of Brazil. So I think Lula da Silva has called a state of emergency or equivalent thereof for a month while things get sorted. There are still those in government that are loyal to Bolsonaro. There are some in the military, etc., that are loyal to Bolsonaro. But let's see where this is going to take him. Okay. The two cards that have popped out, well, not popped out, refused to get shuffled back in, is Bolsonaro's big stick attempt at a new beginning with his messaging. but there is a harsh truth coming for him and is going to be exposed. Just like with Trump, there's going to be a harsh truth come forward, and it's going to come forward quickly. Here's my Lula da Silva card. This is... Right, so this is the plan. Biden and da Silva working together diplomatically, going to expose the unexpected, but it's going to be done in a calm, diplomatic, chilled, stable, sensible, non-emotional way. Emotionally stable way. There's something that they're going to expose that cannot be denied. I didn't actually ask for Bolsonaro himself. I just said, what is it going? How's it going to turn out for Bolsonaro? How's it going to be? Yeah, he's going to face judgment. There's going to be a collective awakening to what Bolsonaro has done. Okay, thank you. What they're telling me is this storming, this riot, this rabble, for want of a better word, is going to wake up the rest of the country, and Bolsonaro is going to find himself in judgment, and there is something out of left field that is going to come forward, really unexpected. And the fact that we have the Queen here next to the Page of Cups, both exposing something that is completely unexpected and unknown at this stage. Okay, the karma hanging over him, burden and dark money, and I think this is what's going to be exposed. The burden of the dark money that he's taken is going to be exposed. Outcome for him, this is him. Karma's going to come back and bite him on the bum. Justice is coming for him, and the Ace of Swords. These are not good cards for him. Just his actions are going to have consequences, and he's going to find himself at the sharp end of the sword of truth. On the base, it's going to be an emotional new beginning for Brazil once all this goes through, and strength of the higher authorities is going to be, the higher authorities is going to investigate. There are things that are going to be revealed that we have not seen as of yet. It is going to be a follow the money trail of messages coming forward in regards to money, oligarchs, living the life of luxury. This is money he's going to get. It's going to be stopped, and here is his Tower moment. Now, if you are a supporter of Bolsonaro and you disagree with me, that is fine. Don't leave any abusive comments. Don't attack. Don't rant on. Just walk away. If you find yourself triggered by this reading and you feel that you need to be aggressive, walk away. This is not the place for you. Boy, standing up for myself. Okay, what I want to have a quick look at, I'm going to do... Okay, thank you. I'm being told that that's enough on Bolsonaro himself. That tells us the outcome of him. They want me now to have a look at the future of Brazil itself in the wake of what is happening. Okay, those cards, thank you. That's what the guides have told me. They want to have a look at how, in the wake of what has happened, how is this going to go forward? Okay, thank you. So using my Gilded Tarot Royale, my poor old beaten up cards. Okay, I'm having a quokka moment in my brain which I need to get rid of before I read further. All the revelations that are coming out about the spare on television and interviews and the book, etc., etc. The boys showed me basically everything that is coming out. Oh gosh, how long ago was that? Early in 2023. So if you just, I don't even know what it's under, but if you probably Google Harry, you might find it. Okay, now I've got that out. But yeah, everything that is now being revealed, not everything, there's a lot there that didn't need to be revealed, but the emotional manipulation that went on, it's all back there. Okay, right, that's gone. Thank you, guys. What we are looking at is Brazil in light of what has just happened. I'm getting the moving on and the going back to simpler times. When I split the deck after all that poker shuffling. Okay, let's have a look. Brazil going forward. Oh, chills. Brazil going forward in the light of what has happened. Okay, thank you. Right, not surprised. Signifier, the seedy underbelly is being brought to the surface and exposed so that it can be dealt with, basically. Bringing forward what needs to be exposed out of the swamp, out of the undercover of the water, out of the how do I put that? Out of the veneer of emotion. Okay. You think of the surface of the water being the veneer, out of the veneer of the ocean, so that it can be exposed and dealt with wisely. Challenged by the magician. Now this magician has all the aces at his disposal, so this seedy underbelly is going to be exposed and new start on every level for Brazil. On every level. Base of this reading, the sword of truth. Yes, love it. In the past, harsh truth coming forward. So the exposing of what has gone on is going to have come forward, and it's going to be exposing what was in the swamp, what was under the emotional veneer, because in all honesty, that's all Bolsonaro played on, was the emotions of the people, very much like Trump did. He did nothing for the average person. He allegedly, entertainment only. While in power, it was all about the oligarchs and lining his own pockets. Okay, crowning the reading, the King of Wands. Lula da Silva. Strong, confident leadership. It's one of my Zelensky cards. It's one of the energies. It's not my Jack Smith card, but it is one of the energies that Jack Smith brings forward. It is confident in your own skin, knowing what you're doing. It is a plan you have taken forward, being passionate about that plan, but it is also very much about, he's one of the few kings looking straight ahead, looking you in the eyeball. He is working for the people. Okay, the immediate future, the world. A unity of diversity, a culmination of events, but also an ending to bring about a new beginning. An ending of what has gone on. I did a reading quite a while ago, several months ago, when I say quite a while ago, about with what Lula da Silva is going to do for Brazil in regards to the Amazon rainforest. He's going to be great. So this is the ending. In the immediate future, it's going to be the ending of what has gone before so that a new start can begin. Externally, wow. This is for Brazil. This isn't anyone in particular. This is for Brazil. Externally, Brazil is actually going to come into its own. It is going to be a South American powerhouse, is what the boys are telling me. Internally, a lot of work needs to go on behind the scenes to build the foundation to create this. A lot of work. It's not dark money, this card, not in this deck. This is about having pride in what you can create. And this is also about a financial stability, a financial foundation being laid. Okay, do like these. Hopes and fears. Yeah, here we have very potentially the financial powerhouse of South America. Yes, it's got a lot to clean up, but this is the hope. The outcome, having to defend. So the messaging, having to defend in regards to the messaging and plan, but I think he's up to it. There's going to be some that do not like the direction, and we know who those sums will be, not personally, but the style of those that have benefited from the previous government. They're not going to like it. So De Silva's going to, and his administration are going to have to do some defending. Yeah, these ones it's going to be those that have literally stolen the truth, stolen from the country, are going to be brought to justice. I do like that. And then we have stability, financial stability, domestic stability, compassion for the people, building a strong economy. So those, he's going to find himself under attack by those that was lied and stole and abused and all the rest of it, but they're going to be brought to some form of, their actions are going to have consequences, and the country is going to move back into this beautiful balance and stability. It is going to take a lot of hard work behind the scenes, a lot of juggling financially because of the money that's been ripped out of the country. New boundaries are going to have to be set. But here we have this Knight of Pentacles, slow, steady, diligent, forward-moving energy. On the base, we have this moral corruption is going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed, and we have new beginning. So there's greed, it is a crossroads moment for those that were there, but it is going to be a new beginning. There is going to be a new beginning as this justice is brought forward. Okay, great cards for Brazil going forward. It's going to be, what I'm getting is that it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a hard road forward, but have faith. Have faith. Have faith. Stand up. Yeah. I really can't explain it. It's going to be slow, steady progress forward. It's going to be exposure of those that have abused their positions and their power, and Brazil is going to be a powerhouse of South America. Okay, going to have a quick look, very quickly, just one last thing with the pendulum. Good morning, guys. Good morning. While he's in Florida, is Bolsonaro talking to Trump? Is he meeting with Trump? Yep. That's a yeah. Are we going to hear about it? Are we going to hear about it? Are we going to get evidence? Is it going to be made public? Bolsonaro meeting with Trump. And I'm getting a no. Is it because Trump learnt something? Or no, his staff, because Trump never learns. Is it not going to be exposed because Trump learnt from that dinner he had with Kanye and the Holocaust denier? And that's a yes. Okay. We're not going to hear about it. Allegedly, entertainment only, all that sort of jazz. Thank you for joining me. Any questions, pop them below. Might, unless something dramatic comes up, if we're in South America, I might have a look at the Mexican drug wars at the moment going on. Boy, are they going on between the administration and the drug cartels, and see what else happens. Okay, thank you for joining me. Take care, look after yourselves. Love to you all.